Okay, so here we have another option that you may want to do with your child as far as selecting spelling words from their writing. So before we publish, so what I'm saying is between the editing conference that you do, where you very lightly, with the child sitting next to you, correct the spelling. After that, you may want to choose some spelling words. The first thing I look for when I choose spelling words are what they call high frequency words, sight words, words that are used most often in writing, words that are come across most often in reading. So perhaps if Rocco spelled was, W-O-S. He didn't there. But if your child did spell was, W-O-S, number one, that's a high frequency word. It's read a lot. It's written a lot. So that's a good choice. Plus, if he spelled it W-O-S, that means he is coming close to the correct spelling. And it's real easy to point out, look it, you're so close. You were just off one letter. So to make was look right, it's spelled W-A-S. So that means they're close to approximating it correctly. So that would be a good one to choose. So let me pan out here and I'll read you his story. Yesterday, it was December 9th, 2020. My elf gave me a squishy and I loved it so much. And I even sleep with it too. My sisters got a squishy too, and we play with it too. It was a cinnamon bun. And then my elf hid the squishy in the sitting area. And then he wanted me to add in our editing conference, it was the best time of my life. So I did. So you can see some words I may choose for him. I'll give you a second. What do you think would be a good spelling word that's seen mostly in writing, along with the fact that he's coming close to spelling it correctly? So I gently, very lightly circled the word much because he spelled it M-O-C-H. So that's real easy. During the editing conference, I put the U with him. So that's real easy. Plus, you can also link it to another high frequency word in the same word family to say, oh, wow, look it. If you can spell much, you can also spell such. So those might be spelling words. And I only pick, you know your child best, but 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, you're the teacher and you figure it out as far as what they can handle. And then I go and put it in the back of their book. So you've got the topic list. Skip a few pages. You can always put a paper clip in there. And I have not been good with Rocco this year with doing spelling words from his draft book. It was last year. But you can write it twice and then cut it out. And they can put this copy of it in their folder, or you can staple it to a paper and put it in a binder. And then what they would do is practice their spelling each day without looking at the word. So they would write much. And let's say he still did it, M-O-C-H. And then you have him check it in his stapled notebook, or actually in the back of his book, because then you'll have a running record of all of his spelling words week after week. And he would touch check it. So I would say, oh, this is clear enough, for him to do it like this. M-O-C-H. M U and then he got that one wrong. So he would check it like that. Now I would have him do it 5 times and then check it and then correct the spelling and then check it. So then you have M U C H much. And then he got that one right. So he would do the checking of the words and then you would do a touch check for such, S, and then he would write over here, S, S, U, C, H. He got that one right. So it's just a way to keep a tally of the words. It's also wonderful to point out how close they've come. And then what happens is these words become words that they are expected to spell right in future stories in their draft book. So you have the practice sheet that you can staple. Actually, there are a list of words that they staple to a practice sheet. And then you have them also in the back so that this becomes a record of words that they are expected to spell right. So then if you see it in future writing, you can draw their attention to, that was one of your expected words. You know how to spell that. And then they have a reference as well. So I hope that helps. One more, I will be showing you, again, just a quick thing about publishing. I hope this is helping, guys. Happy writing.